All right, so looking at your 5.31 student worksheet, we are going to go ahead and fill out some data. So on your sample one, I found someone who had tested dog food. So the mass of their empty can was 28.4 grams. Their mass of the can plus water was 76.64 grams. The initial temperature of the water was 17.8 degrees Celsius. Their final temperature was 20.4 degrees Celsius. The initial mass of their feed and holder was 19.44 grams. Their final mass of their feed and holder was 18.05 grams. And the final mass of the can plus their water was 76.46 grams. The second sample, I found somebody who tested chick starter, and the mass of their empty can was 27.64 grams. The can in the water, 74.76 grams. The initial temperature of the water was 18.6 degrees Celsius. The final temperature of their water was 28.5 degrees Celsius. The initial mass of the feed and holder was 19.42 grams. Their final mass of the feed and holder was 17.84 grams. And the final mass of their can plus their water was 74.55 grams. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move to the calculation table. That's table 2, and we'll do all of sample 1, and then we'll do sample 2. Now, if you want to look at directions and see how I got this, it's actually on this part 3, the processing of data, and it gives you the formulas to figure out the changes for each one. So something that we're going to be talking about is the delta symbol, and all delta means is change. So how much did it change from initial to final? And then of course our T represents temperature. All right, so for our mass of feed, for our dog feed, we want to take our initial minus our final mass. So we should have 19.44 minus our final, which is 18.05. And if you use your calculator or your phone or whatever you've got handy, you should get 1.39 grams. Our change of water in Celsius, so that's our initial minus our final. So here's our initial minus our final. So we have 17.8 degrees Celsius minus 20.4 degrees Celsius. And if you calculate that out, you should get 2.6 degrees Celsius. Now we're going to find how much energy was actually gained from the water. So if you remember, we had our can right above the fire. It was filled with water, and we tracked the temperature with that LabQuest the entire time. So this formula is the mass of the water times the change of temperature in the water. So first thing, we've got to find our mass of water, and if you see here, we've got our mass of the can plus the water in the empty can. So we need to subtract these two real quick so we can actually get the mass of our water. So we've got 76.64 grams minus 28.4 grams. So if you calculate that out, you should get 48.24 grams. Now we're going to take this mass and we're going to multiply it by the change of temperature in water. So our change in temperature was 2.6, so I'm just going to take this times 2.6, and then I should get Well, I'd calculated it at one point. How about I get 125.42 0.42. Now the last thing we've got to do is calculate our energy gained, our energy content. So to do that, we're going to take our energy gained, which was 125.42, and we're going to divide that by the change of mass in food. So if we look up here, that was 1.39. So 1.39, and that will give us 90.23.